Good afternoon, everyone. Today we have some new answers that couldn't be answered before about how was the Hitler Youth back then in the years of the World War II. The Hitler Youth was in the years 1933 to 1945. It was known as a paramilitary organization made by the Nazi Party. The Hitler Youth was from males from 10 to 18 years old, and well, the major goal for the party was to make and compromise the future of German with a pure German race. Males and the education was affected by the Nazi Party, trying to change some of the subjects like history, making them thought about Germany defeating everyone and making Germany a really good country. According to biology, males were taught that there were different races and that the Jews can defeat the Germans and affect their political way of living. So they tried to make everyone understand that there might be superior races, and that was how it affected the education. Right now, we're going with Rodrigo that will help us making an interview to a kid in 1936 and see how was the stuff at those years. Let's go with him.
Thank you, Mariel. So here we are with this clever young man, Marco. He's a kid who is living the Hitler Youth in his school. Hello, Marco. How are you?
Fine, thank you, and thank you of giving me the chance so I can talk with you.
Marco, we know you are studying in the German youngsters in the Hitler Youth. We are really interested in how does the school works, what they teach, how they teach it, and a lot of questions like that. Can you help us with some answers?
Of course, it will be my pleasure.
What do you think about the great leader? Do you think he will take the nation to glory? Do you agree with all his ideals?
He's the greatest leader Deutschland have ever had. I think his proposals are awesome, and I think he will take this awesome country into the glory.
What do you think about Jews, and what does your society think they are? Are you in favor of the way they are treated?
I think Jews are a mistake from human race. They are rats and feed the human beings. I agree with everything that society think about Jews. I'm totally in favor with the way they are treated, and I'm happy about the fact that they are separate from us because we are better.
How is your school? What do you learn in your school?
They teach me about all the awesome things that our leader has done. I like the fact that we are separate from girls because we can focus on our principal objective, that is, in my case, military service. In this school, we made a lot of funny stuffs like pistol shooting, marching, trench digging, bayonet drill, and map reading, and many interesting things.
What is happening in the world at this time while you are learning about Hitler's way of education?
I heard that the king of Great Britain died, so it led his throne to his eldest son, Edward seven. I think seven. I'm thrilled because the Olympic Games are about to start in Deutschland, and I also heard that Italy annexed Ethiopia and that we invade the Rhineland. Although we violate the Treaty of Versailles, but that. We didn't care anyways. The League of Nations didn't do nothing to stop us. We're unstoppable, bro.
This question, we finished the interview with our amazing guest, Marco. We thank you for giving us the opportunity to listen to him and give the world a little bit of more information about his interesting topic. Now, Mariel, we continue with you.
Thank you, Rodrigo, for preparing this amazing interview, and thank you, Marco, for helping us with these questions and giving us answers that might help us in our present. It was such an interesting talk. I could really not imagine me or anyone at that time. So now, as we promised, we're gonna do again the compare and contrast with Marco's granddaughter and see how the education is right now and how the Hitler Youth interfere in today's life. So we go with you, Rodrigo, and Marco's granddaughter.
Thank you again, Mariel. Right now we are with Marco's granddaughter, who is living and studying in Germany with her family. Hello, it is a pleasure to have you here with us. We would like to listen to all the knowledge, opinions, and experiences you have had.
Thank you for having me here. It is a pleasure to tell everyone and to get everyone to know how Germany was in those years and how it is right now.
Please tell us about how Germany is regarding to how it is to live there.
Well, actually, Germany is really beautiful. The people are kind of shy, but they are also really nice. The food is extraordinary, and the museums are just amazing. Yeah.
Is there any Hitler Youth influence in today's education?
Actually, there is not a Hitler Youth influence right now, and it's like a really relief to me because I cannot like believe or imagine me at that time in those education and in those times.
What do you think about education back then and now?
I actually believe that education should only like teach the basic knowledges without any religion or political influence in it. In this case, I think education back then wasn't really education. Um, it didn't teach the basic knowledges for the children. I believe that education should be about the new ideas, new knowledges, new things, and reasons why things are done. And at those times, it wasn't really like that. But right now, I think they teach us the basic things, the reasons, the past, and how it it has its influence in right now in the present, without any political or someone's ideas or influence about political or religion. And that's why I think right now the education is better.
According to what you are living right now and how you are living, how can you imagine the life back then or the way your grandfather lived?
I can imagine that it was kind of hard in living in those times. It was hard to survive because, you know, the country was uncontrollable. People were starting to think what Hitler wanted. Children were living in the future instead of the present, as they were seen as the future and the pure German race for everyone. They were taught everything they were taught just because of the future of Germany, how to assure there will be an amazing future. But you know, I just think the world and the country was so bad. It was uncontrollable, and Hitler had the totally control. And I think everyone should just think what they want and believe in what they want, not just only do and give things just because one person that has a lot of control wanted to have you.
If you were a children back then with this type of education and everything, would you do things like your grandfather did, or what would you change?
I am pretty sure I wouldn't be on Hitler's side. I would never accept the way they treated the youth, because everyone is a human, everyone has rights, everyone has the right to say what they want, everyone can think about everything they want, they believe in what they want, not just only some static idea that someone with power just tell you to do. I think if they wanted to have like a pure German race, they would somehow think in another idea, another different way, not just killing everyone or forcing everyone just to be one type of people, because there is no what humanity is about. And I assure maybe spreading this idea, it might change everything. Also with the women rights, instead of having them just in the houses, also have some education, but not the Hitler Youth education. But yeah, that's kind of my opinion.
Thank you a lot for giving us the opportunity to try to understand Hitler's youth and how it is reflected in today's Germany. This is incredible, don't you think, Marielle?
It is quite fantastic to get to know these type of stories, as also it is true that the past can affect so much the present, and some answers can be answered in the way of living in the past. Well, with this, we conclude this TV history show. Thanks everyone to make this happen, both of our special guests and everyone that is watching us. See you in the next capsule with the next topic of World War II.